Example 4b. We have here 1 over 7y squared is equal to y minus 1 over 28. We have another fraction. Find the LCD for 7 and 28 is 28. We're multiplying by the LCD so we can have integers as our A, B, and C. Okay, so first term, 7 divides into 28 4 times, so we have 4y squared is equal to 28y minus, what happened to the 28s? They divide out, so we have minus 1. Let's write our equation in standard form. So that means we're going to subtract. I'm not going to show this. I'm just going to tell you exactly what we're going to do. We're going to subtract 28y and we're going to add 1. Once we do that, we're going to bring it over from the right-hand side to the left. We're going to, it's going to be equal to 0. So we have 4y squared minus 28y plus 1 equals to 0. Our A is 4. Our B is negative 28. Our C is 1. So we have x is equal to negative times negative 28 plus or minus the square root of negative 28 squared, that's the quantity of negative 28 squared, minus 4 times 1, all over 2 times 4. That would give us 28 plus or minus the square root of, we say 28 squared, negative 28 squared, the quantity of that, that's 784 minus 16 all over 8. And then we have 28 plus or minus the square root of 784 minus 16, that's 768 all over 8. Now, to find factor for 768, we will do the same thing as we did in the previous example, but for the sake of time, I'm going to tell you the perfect square factor. So you're saying 28 plus or minus the square root of factors of 768. One of its factors is a perfect square. That's 256 times 3. And the square root of 256 we will take, once we divide by 8 here, write it out. The square root of 256 is 16. So we have 28 plus or minus 16 square root of 3 all over 8. Now, as with some of the other examples, look at your numerator. We're going to look at 28 and 16. Is there anything that we can factor out? We can factor out a 4 from the numerator. So we have 7 plus or minus 4 square root of 3 all over 8. And then we can reduce 4 and 8. 4 goes into 4 once, 4 goes into 8 twice. So our solution is 7 plus or minus 4 square root of 3 all over 2. And there you go.